Joining me now, North Carolina Congresswoman, the great Virginia Foxx. She is the leader of the Education and Labor Department, Labor Committee for the Republicans. Virginia, great to see you. I've been trying to get you on for like a couple weeks, so thank you for joining me. Now, listen, you were a college teacher, you were a college president, you were a school board member. You have to look at these numbers and these declines in the ACT score and be alarmed.
It's very alarming, Sean, to see all this. The cutback, the closing of schools during COVID and the learning loss that created has created an education nightmare in our country. It's affecting students at all levels. We know that the students in K-12 have been affected. There was a huge loss in the NAEP stores, decline in NAEP scores that have been reported earlier. And now we have this decline in ACT scores. As you said, the greatest decline in 30 years. This is going to affect our students for the rest of their lives in so many ways, Sean.
You know, Virginia, I think transparency truly matters. We don't want this to happen to any other generation of kids, what happened during the pandemic. So will your committee, if Republicans take control of the House, will you dig into what happened and the decisions that were made and the impact that it had on kids? So America, again, parents know this, but the whole country can have a conversation about all the bad things that happened to our children with the school closures.
Oh, we already are. We are demanding a lot of accountability from the Department of Education, but we're getting very little. But when we get in the majority, Sean, I can assure you we will have oversight on top of oversight, and we will get answers. In our commitment to America, we're putting students and parents first, not last. The Biden administration is putting unions first and the demands of the unions first, and they frankly don't care about what happens to students in school. And we all know that they went after parents in Virginia, and they've gone after them in other places when parents have gone to demand accountability. So it's up to us to pass the Parents' Bill of Rights and to use our commitment to America again to make sure that we are pushing in every way to get the accountability from the Education Department. The American taxpayers have given billions of dollars to help with learning loss, and that money's not being spent appropriately.
You know, Virginia, I want to get your take on another story here. We have alarming results. China universities are rising in world rankings as American schools continue to fall down the list. I mean, how do we reverse this course where China is getting better and American universities, the preeminent universities in the world, are now falling?
Well, this has been a trend for a long, long time. Again, when the focus is not on learning, but is on wokeness and other things that the university should not be dealing with. What our students need at all levels, Sean, you know this as a parent of many children, is that they need basic skills. They especially need math and reading skills early on. If they're not reading by the third grade level, they're not going to be able to be successful later in life. And so the colleges, universities, and the public schools all have to be focused on students and helping them learn. Listen, the one silver lining that was in these ACT scores that I saw is that there was a 30% decline in the number of students who took the test this year from last year. We've seen nothing reported really about that in the press.
That's a good
point.
But
Sean, that's a good sign because people are learning. They don't have to get a baccalaureate degree to have a successful career. And the more students turn away from getting a baccalaureate degree, the more the colleges and universities are going to have to stand up and pay attention because parents and students need to vote with their feet.
You are right, Virginia. All I know is when I was speaking in the back of conference and you got angry at me, you were ferocious. I would not want to be at the Department of Education with Virginia Foxx coming down on me. Congresswoman, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.